皆さんこんにちは。AnyVisaのこうです。2024年からですね、カナダ移民局 IRCC ですね、移民政策の要項を大幅に変更しておりまして、なかなか今は新規移民の受け入れというのが厳しくなっているのは、カナダの永住権取得を目指されている方にとってはご存知のことではないかなと思っています。この動画ではですね、弊社が最も得意としているプログラムであり、たくさんのお客様の永住権取得のサポートをさせていただいているスタートアップビザプログラムですね、こちらに話題を絞って、現在のスタートアップビザプログラムの現状とですね、これからの見通しなどをアレックスに解説していただきたいと思います。
So the honest view on startup visa is it's going through transition. Transition is good because it's going from massive approach into more detailed personal approach, because the government didn't regulate startup visa for many years, and that's why it became almost controversial, because many people abused the system. Last year, what government did, and I think it's correct, they limited the intake of the files, selecting people who really worth it, like good ideas, good potential, economic benefit for Canada, that sort of thing. So speaking of changes, I think that was the one and major. They introduced capping, which allowed them to process more files because less files were coming in. So now their backlog is practically gone because they process so many files while they limited intake. Okay, so that was change number one, the big one. Then, of course, regulations, how they were positioned, now different. It's more streamlined, and they removed peer review. They decided that they don't need peer review, but they will do this themselves, assessing businesses, assessing files, applicants, which added some speed into process, because they basically eliminated the whole chain in this procedure. What's next? Well, the big change, of course, introduction in October of 2024 of the open work permit, which is incredible, great, because startup owners, they move to Canada, and startup where they are shareholders don't pay them salary, right? So they have to survive. And people used to live on savings because it was closed work permit, which is tough, and that's why many startup owners decided to wait in Japan until they actually land in Canada. In this case, what we observed, big jump in work permits, because of course they want to move here, but they want to be able to make money somewhere else, like work on a day job and then take care of business on free time. That's basically the summary of major changes. And I think, as you can see, Government of Canada likes the program. It's a great program. It's here to stay. But at the same time, we definitely observe a more rigorous, more concrete approach to how people conduct business, what they do, what kind of business they propose. So overall, changes are very positive. No, there is no ground for that speculation, because, like I said, this is the only program that allows entrepreneurs and innovators bring innovation to Canada. Otherwise, Canada will lose this appeal to the world. And in time when practically every single country on the migration list from America to France to Portugal to Britain, introduce entrepreneur program and startup program. To close program in Canada would be devastating for economic and intellectual potential of Canada. That's my view. And therefore, I think, personally, I believe there is no even legal ground or political will to close the program. Why? Like, the program is working, we just need to readjust it. Yes, indeed, because preparation takes about 6 months to get everything aligned and prepared. So we already opened preparation and acceptance for 2026 submission. We completing last cases of 2025. I think we're quite busy because we have a good referral base. People like us, people refer directly, which is great because again, we speed up the process significantly because we have no middleman. People apply to us directly based on reference of their friends who already work with us. It's incredible opportunity for people. So that's what we do. Because before we took clients on and we start processing right away, and then we work on immigration file. Now with this increased speed of actual processing, now we reverse the process. We tell people, okay, let's prepare your file first, because once you have letter of support, it's limited in time. So not to waste it, we prepare files first, everything is ready, then you jump into the process. And it works very well. Definitely not, because backlog is cleared. So not many files left in processing. Each new file goes through the system and assigned to the officer. And because we observe majority of files now prepared with high quality, they move faster. The processing time we anticipate for new files is about 12-15 months maximum. So that means we can count on faster processing, priority processing they call it, because we work only with priority processing organizations. So I think overall it's a very positive sign. People sometimes refer to the processing time posted online. They shouldn't do that. It's incorrect. It's unfair to themselves, because what government posts online as a timeline, it's a reflection of what already done. Somebody is staying in line for a long time, they count when he started, and then they count the dates, and then they said, well, you're in process for 40 months. Of course, but it doesn't mean people coming in, facing the future, will experience the same delay, because it's a reflection of the past. It's like driving a car looking in the rear view mirror. You cannot do that unless you move back. But in history, in life, people don't move back, they move forward. I will start with pre-assessment, because people who consider applying for startup, just like any other candidate, should take a serious look at their reality, at their background, and go through pre-assessment before they jump into the process. That's number one, because even if they think they qualify, they better be verified by us, because sometimes we see that they didn't count certain factors in, and therefore they cannot be qualified after the process started, but they spend money, they waste time. So we do this very fast. People apply, we assess them, and we send them confirmation so they know that they qualify. So in this case, also what's critical is people's self-preparedness. Like sometimes people start the immigration process of any kind without streamlining their own affairs, like not taking the test, for English, not taking care of the settlement funds account. It's hard. Any category will suffer, but I think the best way is to be serious. I think knowing what you want is critical, because sometimes people approach it like, if I fail, I don't care. No, that's not the right attitude. If you want to succeed, you have to plan carefully and execute that plan. And that's what we help people with.
いかがだったでしょうか。スタートアップビザプログラムも大幅な変更が昨年から、たくさんありまして、受け入れ状況が、変わってきて厳しくなってきておりますが、今回の、動画でも解説していただいた通り、受け入れの方は引き続き行っております。今後も、受け入れのは続く予定だと思いますので、まだスタートアップビザを、検討されている方は、永住権取得のチャンスっていうのはございますので、まずはですね、アセスメントですね、査定をさせていただくことから全てが始まるのではないかなと思います。査定の方は無料でできますので、弊社AnyVisaのウェブサイトからですね、お気軽にお問い合わせいただければと思います。それでは最後までご覧いただいてありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。